Paleo Joe here. I've had a lot of comments, and I want to thank all of you for watching my videos. I get well over 6,000 hits on the videos, views on each one. It's really makes me feel kind of nice. Thank you very much for supporting the videos. A lot of you have asked a question: what kind of stuff is in Paleo Joe's collection? Let's see some of your collection. So today, I thought what I would do is I'd bring out some of my vertebrate material, some of the vertebra that I have, and show you some of the things that I do have in my collection. Now, a lot of my fossils are out on the road. I was once a curator of a science museum. Actually, I was a director of a science museum many years ago in a former life. And as the director, I learned how to do exhibitry, how to build exhibits, how to make wonderful exhibits. I built a bunch of them, and they're now on the road. I've got one called Dinosaur Prep Lab, where I set up the prep lab in museums across the state and across the Midwest, and I go in once a month and I do some dinosaur bone prep, bone cleaning. I've got another one called Fossils of the Michigan Basin. That one is actually specific to Michigan. It's been traveling across the state of Michigan for years now. Museums and libraries are picking it up. It's just a nice exhibit. And then I have one called Trilobite Treasures, Arthropods of the Ancient Seas. That one is a full-blown national touring exhibit, 3,500 square feet, videos, all kinds of neat stuff in the exhibit, over 250 actual trilobite specimens from my personal collection. So I don't have a lot of stuff in the house. My wife said either the fossils have got to go or I'm leaving, so I decided to put the fossils on the road and let the public enjoy some of the wonderful fossils I have. Enough of all that. Got a couple wonderful fossils here. This one is a vertebra from a Triceratops. This is one I finished a couple years ago. Beautiful little vertebra. It's got the two transverse processes here, and where the spinous process should be, that one was broken off and no idea where it is. It's just not there. To be complete, this would have a wonderful spinous process going right up through here. Right here is where the spinal cord would travel through, the centrum right here. This is just one vertebra. This is a vertebra from a Triceratops, and just a wonderful piece. This one came to me from another collector. It was broken up pretty badly. I had to break it even some more to get it prepped. But I did a nice prep job on this little guy right here, Triceratops vertebra from the Hell Creek Formation in South Dakota. Another Hell Creek fossil that I have is a vertebra from an Edmontosaur. This is a caudal vertebra. This is a tail vertebra. Again, you can see the spinous process right there. Right in through here is where the spinal cord would have traveled. Again, we got a nice centrum right here. But what's really great about this one is I also have what's called a chevron. The chevron is another part of the tail that goes right there. So you can see, whoa, you can see that the tail at this point was actually very wide. This was a really large tail from a large dinosaur. Again, this is a vertebra from a hadrosaur, from an Edmontosaurus. This one does not have any transverse processes on it. This one is a tail vertebra. This one comes from, it's the caudal vertebra from the tail section. That's that one. I've got another one here that's really cool. This is a modern day deer. This is, well, it's a white-tailed deer from right here in Michigan. It's a good-sized deer vertebra. But I have another vertebra here that might be a little bit of more interest to you guys. This is a vertebra from a prehistoric deer. Right there. Again, you can see this is quite a bit larger. The deer back then, well, they could feed a lot of people. The deer back then were much larger than they are today. Again, just to show you the comparison between a modern day deer and a prehistoric deer that was around a long time ago. I've got one last thing to show you. This is from an Oreodont. This is an atlas. I'm sorry, an atlas. This is one of the first vertebrae right behind the skull. You can see the first vertebra behind the skull. Again, they don't have a lot of processes going up, spinous process, transverse process. Then they do have the hole right there where the spinal cord would travel through. So that's just a couple of the verts I have, the vertebra I have from dinosaurs. I've got another small one right here. This is another hadrosaur vertebra. This one's much it's a caudal vertebra, closer to the tip of the tail. I've got lots of other vertebra here. Again, caudal vertebra. These are tail vertebra from a hadrosaur right here. And as they get closer to the tip of the tail, they lose the spinous processes and the transverse processes. They're just gone. There's no processes at all. It's just a round centrum like that as you get closer to the tip of the tail. So the spinous process right here, the long one, as it gets closer to the tail, it gets shorter and shorter and shorter until it actually disappears, and all you have is basically just the centrum. Quick example of what some of the vertebrae I have that are in my collection. This big old vertebra right here, the Triceratops vert, and also the Edmontosaurus vert are in my dinosaur exhibit. That one will be in the Midland Center for the Arts here in Midland, Michigan in 2021. We're hosting a very large fossil exhibit here at the museum, and these bones will be in the museum there. So y'all have fun. You wanted to see some of my stuff, so here's some of my stuff. Y'all take care, keep digging, keep looking for fossils, enjoy what nature can provide, and enjoy our rich paleontological heritage. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.